was the last time you got excited about static on the radio? Well, just like those days of trying to find a station on a long drive, experts and enthusiasts alike were excited when they scanned the stars and heard something. A sound, a radio wave, and they've been hearing it every 16 days.
That's a terrific thing. The fact that it repeats means that you can tee up a big telescope of any kind and aim it in the direction from which this thing's coming and, be fairly assured that you're going to get something.
So what is it? A message, a greeting, a warning, or as the SETI Institute's Seth Shostak tells us, just a sound?
Remember, it's coming from this galaxy 500 million light years away. That's a long distance, okay? And that means that these bursts, whatever they are, were emitted 500 million years ago when there wasn't anything crawling the land of Earth. I mean, that's a long time.
The sound is a fast radio burst, and it is strong. This one coming from some 500 million light years away. The fact that it keeps coming regularly is odd. Experts think it could be a distant star circling a black hole, too short to be a message. So the truth may be out there, but the truth about this weird phenomenon is it is just evidence of how big our universe is and how little we know about it. John Schraner, News 3.
The results are in. Bernie Sanders winning by a landslide in Nevada for the state's caucus.
And now that it's over, some are calling on the state to get rid of the caucus process altogether and move to more of a primary. Our Faith Jesse joining us live with the recap. Faith, you've been on the political scene for most of last week and now today. So what are we talking about here?
Yeah, well, one thing we're talking about is coming from former Nevada Senator Harry Reid. He's calling on the state to get rid of the presidential caucus system altogether and move to a presidential primary. He's saying that not only will it be easier on counting results, but easier on the people actually going down and voting. So that we heard that from him over the weekend after the caucus happened. But the big winner that we're looking at over the weekend is Bernie Sanders. Now, according to the Associated Press, 96% of the vote has been counted. And Senator Bernie Sanders had just under 47% of the vote. Former Vice President Joe Biden coming in second with just over 20%, followed by former Mayor Pete Buttigieg with just under 14%, and Senator Elizabeth Warren with just under 10% of the vote. Now, Sunday, the Buttigieg campaign called out what they believe were irregularities in the early vote and the alignment counts in Nevada's caucuses. The campaign requesting that the Nevada Democratic Party provide a release of early vote and in-person totals by precincts. They're asking for a correction of outstanding second alignment errors and an explanation of the anomalies in the data. But the Nevada Democratic Party officials tell News 3 processes were clearly laid out, communicated, and explained to the campaigns prior to both the early vote and the caucuses. Now, according to the Nevada Democratic Party, nearly 75,000 people participated in early voting. About 25,000 people came out on caucus day, an increase by nearly 16,000 people from 2016, with the majority of those voters being first-time caucus goers. One young voter we spoke with who just turned 18 says he actually enjoyed the process.
I think it went pretty well. I was pretty surprised on how everything went with the process and how it works with choosing your representative, and I'm glad I chose mine. Definitely, I enjoyed the process, and I think getting your voice out there and having everyone voting, it matters.
Welcome to the grand reopening of Circle Park.
Protesters taking to Circle Park Sunday afternoon.
Housing not handcuffs! Housing not handcuffs!
With picketing.
Whose streets? Our streets!
And picnicking. People smuggling sleeping bags and signs into the closed park to send one clear message.
We want the camping ban to be over.
Last fall, the city of Las Vegas passed an ordinance making it unlawful for anyone to camp or sleep in a public right-of-way if spaces in the shelters are available. In her State of the City address, Mayor Goodman said the ordinance would connect the homeless to resources they need.
Those responses that say the city is trying to criminalize the homeless, our entire effort is humanitarian and compassionate.
Yet protesters say compassion isn't what they see on the streets.
We would be in full support of that if that were the case, but it's really just an excuse to harass and fine the people without homes, people with nowhere to go.
We're going to allow these policies to keep being enacted.
Mere moments into the chanting,
the park is apparently closed. It looks like it's open to me, right? Doesn't the park look like it's open?
the protest was shut down by law enforcement. Tents were taken down, sleeping bags rolled up, and signs stored for another day. But advocates like James McCabe say the fight continues.
I will not back down.